Some good positional play let you seize the opening with the king's pawn controls the center and opens up the light-squared bishop and queen, often leading to sharp games. The French defense prepares for d5, but blocks in the light-squared bishop in exchange for a strong center and counter-attacking chances. d4 grabs full control of the center and opens up the dark-squared bishop. d5 is a counterattack in the center that threatens the e4 pawn. Knight c3 defends the e4 pawn and pressures the d5 pawn. d takes e4 opens up the center, captures the e4 pawn and allows the queen to attack the d4 pawn. Knight takes e4 captures the undefended e4 pawn and centralizes the knight. Knight d7 develops the knight toward the center and prepares to play knight gf6. When if white captures the knight on f6, then black can recapture with the knight on d7. Knight f3 develops the knight toward the center, supports the d4 pawn and controls the e5 square. Knight gf6 develops the knight toward the center and attacks the knight on e4. Bishop g5 develops the bishop and pins the knight on f6. You kicked your opponent's piece from that square. They exchange pieces of equal value. You captured back, defending their hanging knight. That was a fair trade. Recaptures. Nice. Definitely the right move. Your opponent makes a pawn chain, making their structure more robust. You followed a great opening principle and developed a new piece. They are threatening to eventually win a pawn. Developing is good and even better with that tempo on a knight. They move the knight to safety. Castling kingside helps to complete your development. This is a fair trade. You trade off equal material. They exchange pieces of equal value. You take back. Both kings are castled now. Well done, an excellent move. They played one of the best moves here. You gain time because your opponent must deal with your threat. Your opponent blocked the attack on their queen, keeping it safe. Connected rooks can be very useful. Their rooks can see each other now, allowing them to provide mutual defense. You win time by threatening a queen. They move the queen to safety. With that move, you offer to trade pieces. They defended their pawn, which was under attack. Yes, this is the way. They bring their final piece into the game, fully mobilizing their position. Your doubled rooks work great together. They played the strongest move available. You win time by threatening a rook. You get a chance to eventually win material. Now your opponent can't stop you from winning material if you make the right moves. That's not a mistake, but they did not find the best move here. Good job. That's what I would have played too. Your opponent reinforced the defense of their bishop. This is the way to win material. They are right on target. You captured that free rook. I like their choice. You found the move that blocks the attacker. They move the pawn to safety. That was an even swap of material. Takes back. Nice. Definitely the right move. This move puts their pawn on a safer square. That's a useful pin you found. They created luft, ensuring their king has a safe square if needed. That threat to the pinned piece will win you a bishop. They made one of the top moves in this position. You captured that free bishop. Their king steps away from the check by your rook. This is a fine move. This is a fair trade. You are threatening to force eventual checkmate. They prevented you from being able to force eventual checkmate. You are threatening to force eventual checkmate. Precise move from your opponent. You exchange pieces of equal value. They exchange pieces of equal value. That was a fair trade. Recaptures. Very good choice. They played one of the best moves here. You captured a free pawn. They move their king out of the check from your rook. Well done, an excellent move. Creating a pawn chain. You captured that free pawn. This makes a passed pawn. Your passed pawn advances to its goal. I like their choice. Your opponent has to watch that passed pawn. They made one of the top moves in this position. Passed pawns must be pushed. This move left their pawn hanging. You're still on the road to checkmate. They played one of the best moves here. You're continuing down the road to checkmate. I like their choice. You continue the checkmate attack. The pawn is now promoted to a queen, getting closer to the forced checkmate. You captured that free queen. They played the strongest move available. You continue the checkmate attack. Their king steps away from the check by your rook. Your move gets closer to checkmate. Their king steps away from the check by your queen. You did it, nice checkmate.